Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we're diving together into Psychic-type with one of the best teams that you can actually use. So this team helped me gain an early 10-0 run while Psychic-type appeared in Go Battle League, and of course I'm not gonna showcase only my best win streak over here, but also I will add one loss I believe throughout the entirety of this video, so that you can see that this team, even against a bad lead or a bad situation, can still have a chance at winning overall. So over here we're having now the Malamar, which returns into the battle, and to be honest, as long as we can avoid the battle with our Galarian Slowking up against that Pokemon, we should be fine. So over here now we're having the Bronzong coming in, and obviously this is gonna be kind of a bad one for my Rapidash, and I decide to switch out aggressively into my Coloris over here, since this Pokemon, the Simon, can absolutely destroy down with simple Aqua Tail the remaining HP that this Bronzong is having. So we're gonna go down and return with the foul play of Malamar, which returns for the third time I believe into the battle, and right here now we might have actually the upper hand, because even if they throw here the Hyper Beam, we can still block it and right after go to that double surf. Instead they get to the foul play, and right after we can still go ahead and reach to that final surf, but as it seems here we can still survive the moves, and all I want to do is to go ahead and completely farm down with my Hexes. They're kind of obliged and forced in using the remaining energy, so right here now that they have no energy at all, we're just gonna farm down with that final Fairy Wind. Into the next one now with that Braxis up against us, so this is obviously another bad lead for our team. We do not have a very good answer up in front against it, so our Galarian Rapidash will be our main way to go. So right here we can rely on the Mega Horn dealing so much damage on that poor Slowking, and they have to throw. So I'm just gonna let that go through, because on this cap I have figured pretty early, and I remembered from the final time that we had Psychic-type around that the shield advantage is the key. So over here we can just stack up on energy, and in doing so we sacrifice a shield in the process, but it doesn't matter at all. We still have one shield remaining, they also have one, and we can still get to the Shadow Ball for big damage. As it seems they have the Braxis and the Rapidash at the back, so we're just gonna go ahead and let that first move go through, while our Aqua Tail will still do a lot of damage on that glassy Pokemon. Everything is glassy, mostly everything on this cap, so we can definitely take out Rapidash with our Braxis, and right after we can block correctly that Aqua Tail, we should be fine. But instead they get to that severe and absurd Psychic Fang, so I'm just gonna get to the surf to guarantee the knockout much earlier than the Shadow Ball. Into the next one now with that Victini up against us, so this is not the best of the worst, kinda even to be honest, because we can still survive one move, but still they have to block our surfs. So over here we're just gonna go ahead and switch out into our Rapidash, because we want to follow the switch into that Braxis of their own. You know what, this is looking pretty promising, because even if they throw here the Aqua Tail we can still survive, but instead they get to the Psychic Fangs. So this gives me some time to get to my Body Slam to do massive damage on their HP level. So at this point I will return to the battle with my Slowking, and I can definitely farm down. This is a key element to this battle, because now I'm having a lot of energy to spare. They come into the battle with the Rapidash, we have almost a double Shadow Ball, 1-to-1 shot down that poor Rapidash, and now they leave the battle because Galarian Slowking is no joke on this cap. Malamar now up against us, and this is obviously another bad lead for our team. We're gonna get now to the surf, and this is looking kinda promising for us, but still you can see that one surf is not dealing a lot of damage. So right after I will try to catch one foul play on my Rapidash, but instead they are gonna get to the overfarm, and I was thinking that this might actually be a Hyper Beam, but as it seems it is a foul play. So anyways, we have all that energy stored up, we spend the shield for no reason, but still we can reach to back Mega Horns against the Bronzong. Hopefully we get that shield back, and right before the CMP we can absolutely wreak havoc on their HP, because right here they're getting super low that I believe that two of those Hexes can absolutely farm down. Am I gonna go in with Slowking? Yes I am. Okay, so no move from their side, just gonna get farmed down, and right after we got the surf for big damage at this point on the Malamar, so they have to sacrifice their final shield. I know that this foul play can be deadly, but I have a shield and I have a Color Fish over here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shield the next move, try to farm down completely, and at the back they have a Victini. So all of a sudden we might actually have a win condition. Look at the Aqua Tail dealing so much damage on the Victini while they can still reach to that final HP and the Vic rate, but to be honest right here, our bite damage is so much to handle for my opponent. Into the next one now with the Slowking on the mirror against a Greek trainer. So over here we're having quite the fun, and this battle is outside of the 10-0 win streak, so yeah, you know what's coming up. So anyways, so on this situation we're gonna let the first one, yeah, this is the first one, because they overfarmed a lot and I was thinking they were gonna bait, but well played to them, they get to surprise me with that Shadow Ball, and down goes my Slowking. Doesn't matter, we can still farm down with our Color Fish, but they decide to go ahead and bring Malamar into play. So they want to go ahead and protect their Slowking, but we're having here the upper hand with our Rapidash against this Dark-type Pokemon. Unfortunately though, we cannot reach right on time on that Mega Horn because they had some energy stored up, and right after we will farm down with our colorful Pokemon. So Simon here is gonna expect the last Pokemon to emerge, and it is gonna be Gardevoir. To my surprise, they let that move go through, and that was quite the play because right here now we have no and stand no chance at all. So well played to my opponent, we're gonna take this loss. We could have played it much better, but of course we got outplayed in the process. Into the next one now with the Raichu up in front, and I'm just gonna get to those serves right on time before they get to that second Thunder Punch. All I want to do here is to potentially get the Thunder Punch on my Slowking because I know I can survive it while the Wild Charge can be kinda deadly. So this next serve will most likely get the final shield, and we can still survive the next Volt Switch, which is crazy. And of course we can answer back at them with the final serve. Not only we won the lead, but also they have no shields while we have one remaining for the end game. So my Color Fish Pokemon now can go in because they have a poison type on the face of their opposing Slowking, and now at the back they have this Hypno. So we'll try to go here for the CMP, but I throw a little bit earlier, which is a mistake obviously, and now they're gonna throw their energy no matter what, which is absolutely good for me and fine for me. So Rapidash now can go in, absolutely farm down completely. Of course we need to sacrifice a shield, perhaps not because they could not reach a Shadow Ball to be honest, but anyways we have the Mega Horn ready to go, and this is gonna be more than enough damage to one-shot down that poor Slowking. Into the final one now, and we're having the Victini up against us. So once again this looking kinda good for us, and of course on the switch we're gonna be met up with a Rapidash. This Pokemon is everywhere as a safe switch or a safe lead, but mostly as a safe switch because it is afraid almost of nothing, only of Poison Jab version of Slowbro to be honest, but still not gonna see it that much around. Mega Horn now after the Body Slam, are you kidding me, so much damage, and we're gonna respond with the Surf over here, thinking that we can get the shield and then retreat to our own Rapidash to get that energy going for the end game for our Slowking. So anyways, Rapidash can get there to those moves fairly fast, and I'm gonna let that move go through. Even if it is gonna be an Aqua Tail, we can slightly survive here, but it is just a Psychic Fangs, which means that this next Body Slam will connect for big damage. Victini goes in, and we hopefully have here the Surf for big damage on that Victini. So we could easily go here for the Shadow Ball, but for some reason I thought it was not ready, and with my Simon going in, Braxis is just gonna get that sweet victory for our team to end this video. So thank you for watching till the end, trainers, and thank you for sticking around to my videos all the time. So if you enjoyed this video, just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, and of course please consider subscribing to my channel because more than 70% of you haven't subscribed yet, and I really do not understand the reason since you are a watcher of my videos. So with that said, I have 2 videos for you to check out, so feel free to do so, and I will see you all into the next one.